can I say back? I know you're a postman, weren't you? I mean, I was a postman myself, so I've got a bit of an edge over some other interviewers. I was a postman for about a year before I joined the army, a long time.
Right, okay.
So I'm just curious. Were you did you have walks? Did you sort of walk around? Did you drive around? What was your?
It was the walk, so I had like a route that I would walk around, and that was me every day. I had the one specific place, and that would be me.
Yeah, it's quite rural, or was it quite built up, or?
It's a bit built up. It's like I live in a small town, so it was like a wee what do you call it? Like a wee village. You walk around.
Yeah, the reason I ask is because were you walking around with your headphones and singing to yourself, or were you not being people thinking, "Oh, is he crazy or something?" Or was that the case?
So I'll be walking with my headphones in, I'll be singing, but I would always, whenever I seen somebody walking towards me or somebody across the road, I just stop. I'd like,
I mean, what did you? I mean, when did you give it up then? I mean, I know you've given up now because obviously the music career. But what was the point where was it when you got approached by management, or was it when you knew your TikTok things were taking off, or?
So it happened. So basically, I uploaded the video on the 27th, and then it was like 3 or 4 days later, the video just went mental. It was about at 1 million views. There was people. Everybody was commenting, the duets were flying in. And then it was maybe 2 days after that I started to get emails. And it was about, we want to talk to you about your new video. We want to talk to you about your career and how you blew up, how you went viral. And then they kind of started coming in slowly. So, for example, I quit on the Friday. On the Monday, I'd had about 5 emails. And then for Tuesday, it was like double that. And it just kept getting more and more. So, on the Thursday, I was on all the BBC radio stations. I was on BBC News on the TV. I was on Lorraine Kelly. And then I had emails as well to set me up for more things the following week.
Yeah.
And a lot of them I wasn't going to be able to do if I was still at work. Yeah. And I was like, this is something that I really want to do. It's music. It could help like put me in a position that kind of helps me do the thing I want to do for the rest of my life. So I was like, it's a no-brainer. All these things are coming in. I don't want to say no because I can always go and find another job or even go back to being a postman, but I'll never be able to like do all these other opportunities. So
yeah, it must have been quite a daunting thing to to say, well, I'm going to sack that, give that job up. I know you made the right decision, you have, but I know for someone so young, in especially in the current climate, you're thinking, well, is it just going to be is it maybe not the right? I don't know. You obviously made the right decision, but in your mind or your family may around you might have thought, well, this is, you've got to make what's right for you, but you obviously did. But it's still daunting, isn't it, for you to do that? Give it up.
A bit, but I'm a very spontaneous person, and I just kind of like but it is that's kind of my outlook in everyday life. So no, there was people that was round about me kind of saying like, are you sure? And then I was like, no, I've already quit. I've done it. And they were like, what? And I was like, no, I've done it. I've quit. So, because it was literally the Thursday was BBC in Lorraine, and then on the Friday I walked in and I was just like, I can't come back. I was like, I'll do it today. I'll do it tomorrow and next week. Like, I'm away. Yeah. But to be fair, explained everything, and they were very nice about it, and they were like, well, the door's open, don't worry. And I was like, thank you.
Oh, but yeah, so that last day at work must have been interesting then. You're walking around.
I was flinging letters at people, just getting rid of them as fast as I could.
It's a shame you didn't film it all. Your last day in the job, and then you just put it up online. It would have been quite. But I know you couldn't. Maybe you couldn't. I know. Mail, but or maybe you got one of your friends to film you, your last ever letter, post you through the letterbox.
That's true. I know. I should have done that. Yeah. Should have.
You can always go back and do a video, maybe of it, and just replicate that.
Just get on. It's fine.
So, what sort of got you down the path of sea shanties? Because I think I said to Warren before, and that I'd interviewed the Longest Johns, which was last week. And I know that obviously you did a cover of their cover. If that makes any sense. They obviously did a cover of a song which is very old, and you did a cover of their song, and then Exploding, and obviously it's helped them. And they did send all their thanks and love to you But
nice.
what sort of got you down there? You know, what sort of made you, you know, sing sea shanties?
So I'd been doing covers in different types of music on TikTok. So I'd started in the January. I'd been uploading to TikTok and doing music for years before that as well. But I'd started TikTok on the January.
Yeah.
And I'd been playing different covers, Scottish folk songs, pop songs, rock songs, everything. And then it was in the July that someone had, like, I was taking suggestions. So if people were coming with a song that I thought that was quite cool, I was writing them down in a little book. And then I was just kind of adding to it. So then I know, like, in 2 weeks' time, I'd still have maybe somebody else's suggestions. So it was in July, somebody had left a comment saying, I think it'd be really good. It's a song called Leave Her Johnny. It's a sea shanty. If you want to go listen to it and see what you think. So I went away and I listened to that, because at the time, I think I knew one sea shanty. It was like, what will you do with a drunken sea? Yeah. That was the only one I knew.
Same here, yeah.
It's pretty much everyone else. So I went away and I listened to that. And then when I came back, I was like, right, okay, I'll do that. That sounds quite good. So I uploaded it and the response was amazing. Everybody loved it. And then the comments started flowing in about, could you do the Wellerman? Could you do Drunken Sailor? Could you do the Scotsman? Just all of these suggestions, all of them that I'd never heard of before, just coming in. So I was like, that's quite cool. I actually like this genre of music. It's quite good because it's very stripped back. It's very just like acoustic. And also the people on TikTok are absolutely loving it. And if I'm bringing a smile to somebody's face, then that's absolutely ideal. So I was like, I'll just add them to the list.
Yeah, and it's paid off, man. Honestly, with you, I mean, then you had a remix, didn't you, which had gone to #1. I saw your TikTok videos and all of it last week, I think it was, and when you were listening to the news that, you know, it'd gone to #1, and that's just, you know, so rewarding for you to know that obviously one thing you'd done and then obviously been remixed by somebody and it just nailed it all the way to #1. That you must think, well, you know, looking back, say 6 months, you're thinking, nah, this ain't going to happen, and look where you are now. So
I know. It was the fact that that remix happened over like 3 days.
Did it?
And it went from my TikTok to the radio in the space like 3 or 4 days. It was I'm so quick. It was kind of like he made the TikTok, so 220 Kid and Bill and Ted took the TikTok video and made the remix with just the TikTok video. So it was 30 seconds long, or like 40 seconds long, whatever it was. And then he sent it to me and said, "Did you think of this?" I was like, "My God, that's really catchy." And then he put it on his social media, and Mr. Jam Capital got it. Chris Start, it's Chris Start and Scott Mills from Radio 1. They seen it, and then they were like, "We need that to play that." So they took the sound and played the TikTok version. And everybody loved it. At the reception again was amazing. So they kind of came to me and was like, right, we want to record this properly. And at the time I was talking to Paul Dorr. I'd got my management, and then like all in the space of like maybe even, we'll say 5 days, just to kind of like roughly it was 5 days. I don't think it was longer than that. And TikTok, to having a management, a lawyer, a record label, and a song that was heading into the charts. So it was absolutely insane.
So less than a week and all this craziness happened.
Definitely. Aye.
So what's been your, you know, you've done so much in the last few weeks. I mean, what's been the highlight for you then? Would it be the #1, or would it be maybe speaking to somebody you really admire musically?
So there's been a few times where I've been like just speechless. So hitting #1, and then that was absolutely amazing. Like that has been a dream forever, and the fact that it's still we're still sitting above Ed Sheeran and Justin Bieber and artists like that, it's just incredible. But then on like the other side of things, Andrew Lloyd Webber, he duetted me on TikTok. That is ridiculous. And then the one the other day was Brian May from Queen.
I saw that one.
Guitar solo, and I was like, oh my God, that is the Brian May, you know. So I was like, oh my God.
your parents, or your family must be thinking, they must look in awe at you now and thinking, you made the right decision, son, or or nephew or brother was, or whatever. And it must think you made that right decision, and we're so proud. And it's people around you. For them, it's more rewarding, I guess, than say yourself, because I'm not saying you didn't achieve anything, but you have, but to them to see how you've gone from just singing or doing your little videos on TikTok, whatever, to where you are now, and the respect there, and the. I mean, I know next Christmas will be a good one for you. I guess you'll probably get more Christmas cards as presents.
People that I've never seen. Who's Uncle John?
Yeah. Yeah, they'll come out the woodwork, won't they?
No, the family are absolutely loving it, but I totally agree, and I've been saying that myself. Is like the family and friends, they can see from the outside in, whereas I'm kind of stuck in the middle, doing all these things, constantly busy, just going from here to here to here, and they can see everything happening and unwinding from the outside. So no, they're absolutely buzzing for me, and they love it. And same as friends, they're the exact same. So it's amazing, because this full thing for me just now, I imagine there will be negatives to come in the future. I don't know, but it's just everything has been positive. It's put a smile on my family and friends, but smile on the audience of the music. It's put a smile on like the world at the minute. So it's amazing.
There's more good in people though. Mate, and it's I can't see anything negative about what you've done or what you're doing. The proof is in the pudding. You've gone to number one. You've got the views on all the social medias, and you've got the following. And you might get the odd dickhead who might leave the odd comment, but they just stuck in at home and they bored stiff.
Something in a bad mood.
But you've been a postman, so you're used to dealing with awkward personality sometimes, and dogs barking. There's nothing worse than a dog barking. Were you ever? I know it sounds really daft. I'm going off topic here, but were you ever bitten by a dog?
Well, luckily I wasn't actually bitten. But fun story. I was posting a letter through a door.
Yeah.
And the women's letterbox was tiny, so it wouldn't fit. So I was like, but by this time, because I'd already tried to attempt to post it, the dog was at the door going absolutely mental, like up on the window. I could see it, and I was like, oh God. So chapped the door, and then I seen her come up to the wee window, remove the dog, and come back. I was like, thank God. So she opens the door, and she's kind of standing, just kind of like door open, just like head, like the kind of thing. She's thank you, and I said, I like as I passed and turned away, all I heard was no, come back. And as I turned round, the dog was like, and I was like, oh no. So I didn't even make the gate, and the dog just grabbed a hold of my leg, but it didn't actually it didn't grab me, because I had cargo trousers on, and see the red slips.
Yeah.
I had a pocket full of them, and it literally just grabbed it. Luckily, it grabbed the pocket rather than my leg, and it just held on and was swinging about. And I was like, "Can you please remove the dog from my leg?" So that was the closest I've ever been to actually getting bit, because it jumped up and it was grabbing my jacket, and I was oh my, this is insane.
I got bit. I got bit on the bum. It went through my trousers, through my boxer. Yeah, I was delivering a letter, and because the house I delivered before, and I met the guy on the street. The dog's soft as pie, but as soon as you went into his territory, which was a small, it was on the council estate, but it was like he had a little foyer or whatever it was, like patio area. And I saw the dog, hi dog, and then and then next minute I turned around and he went woof, bit my bum. And he went,
oh no.
I didn't say another word, but I'm trying to keep this without too many swear words. But and he went through my trousers, my postman trousers. You can imagine how strong the dog was going to bite. Went through that, went through my underpants. I had to go back to work. It was bleeding. I had to go and have a tetanus, take the day off. I had to take a couple of days off. So I knew we could sort of share, postman stories, because
that's unreal.
But yeah, man, that was an experience and a half. Anyway, let's get back to the music. So what's next for you then? I mean, I know you're obviously going to be, you're not one to sit on your backside, if you don't mind my pun to what I just said about being bit on the backside. But you're not one to sit on your laurels. So what's next for you then, mate?
So you'll hear maybe a single or two in the very near future, and then there will be an album by the end of the year. So just constantly working on music, and hopefully everybody will like it.
In the same genre, sea shanty?
No, so I've been singing. So I've been singing since I was 6, playing guitar since I was 8, and my like the genres of music I listen to are very varied, and I listen to loads of music. And I take my inspiration from that when I write my own songs. So no, definitely it's going to be a wide variety of different things. So
okay, so you are writing your own music then. Have you been writing for quite a while then, like you say?
I've been writing it about a couple of years now. Because before, like when I was growing up and stuff, I would listen to music. I'd be like, I'd love to write music, but I was too scared. But then, like everybody around me told me, like once you start, it's like you need to write all the bad songs first to get to the good songs, and that is so true. So I've been writing for a while now, and it's starting to pay off, I think.
Yeah, so I remember interviewing Freya Ridings, and her first album, and she said the same thing. You know, it's all about the bad. You write about the bad things that have happened, and then it turned into phenomenal success for her, and the album's cracking. You know,
That's it.
and then now she jokes about the next time it's going to be, what do you write about? You've written about all the bad stuff. It's going to be about the positive stuff, and then you think, well, how would you sort of balance that out?
That's it.
So what is that? That's what your music, your writing is all about, you know, all the bad things that have happened to you or people around you, or is it about what you've witnessed around the world? Is it sort of, you know, like a personal sort of your escape, you know, into, you know, what's happened to yourself, or, you know, and then you put it into writing, or is it by just viewing the world?
It's a bit. It's not all bad. Some is good, but the songs, like I like to write about personal things that I know other people will connect with. And just songs that people connect with. That's kind of, because that's the songs I like. I like to listen to songs that I can listen to and put like a moment in my life to that song. So that's kind of like what I aim for as well.
And are you sort of planning on moving down to London, or are you going to sort of stay at home as long as you can? Because I know, as we both know, the industry is centered around London, or whether it be in America or Australia, whatever. But I know and then again, I know with the current climate under COVID, working from home is the norm. So what are your plans? I mean, I know you can still move house and all that sort of thing. Are you sort of planning on moving down to London, or?
I don't think so. I don't think permanently moving. I want to buy my house up here in Scotland, as close to family and friends, and then if in the future I buy like a flat or like just a small apartment, just so that when I go down there I've got somewhere to stay. Then that I might do that as well, just so that I'm not constantly moving for hotel rooms. And if I do need to go down there for a long period of time, then I have my own place.
Because you went down there, you've been down quite a few times in the last few weeks, haven't you?
That's it.
By train,
music
I guess.
videos and
was it by train?
yes.
Or yeah, okay. Was that an interesting experience, seeing how quiet it is?
I'd say it's very weird. I think last night, I travelled back up because I was doing the music video. I think there was 2 people on the train, me and another person. By the time it passed Carlisle, it was just me and another person.
Oh man, it's just a weird world. So what I mean, what do you do to escape then? I mean, I know you've been busy as hell, and you just sort of have any free time, or, you know, what is it just all about music for you at the moment, or do you just switch off and put on, I don't know, Ozark on Netflix or something like that, or maybe some Masked Singer or something, I don't know.
I kind of like I'm still finding myself picking up my guitar and playing songs, or just playing a couple of covers and just no cameras, just chilling in my room, just playing songs or singing. That's kind of my chill out. I do like to play a bit of PlayStation and stuff as well. I play like Call of Duty, some FIFA. Even when I'm playing that, I'll still find myself, I'll get distracted and I'll pick my guitar up and I'll be playing songs and just kind of patch the game. So
yeah, I can see the chair you're sitting on. It looks like a gaming chair. Am I right?
It is. It's like
yeah.
It is. I've been caught.
So you only played the PlayStation for a short while, maybe a bit more than that in the past.
Aye, definitely. I used to play quite a bit, and now not so much. Whether that be by choice or being forced to do other things now, but
yeah. So can I ask you then? I've only got long left with you, but who's inspired you musically then over the years? I mean, who would you be your sort of? Well, it's a bit of a question of 2 parts. You know, who's your go-to music, and then who sort of influenced you when you're growing up musically?
So just now it's like Ed Sheeran is my number one artist. Like if I was to work with anybody or listen to another, like one artist forever, it'd probably be Ed Sheeran. Then there's Dermot Kennedy, amazing. Lewis Capaldi, amazing. Anne Marie, Jess Glynn. So they're all artists that I kind of look at and they inspire me, and like they're big influences. And artists from back when I was growing up, you've got like Van Morrison, Bob Dylan, Scottish folk artists called the Corries as well.
Okay, yeah.
So that's kind of a good idea.
Okay. But majority of them you said have all been like solo singers, which sort of makes sense. You know, I know a lot of people do say, I don't know, Freddie Mercury, you know, the Queen, or I don't know, Roger Daltrey, the Who. You know, they may tend to say like bands, but for you, it was sort. It's been a lot, apart from the folk group you mentioned, the Corries. You know, it's all about that the single singer. You know, it's all the solo singer, not single singer, the solo singer.
That's it.
You know, so was there any sort of bands then of sort of influence you? I know we're not all bands have got cracking singers. You know, like say the Script, you got Danny, and you know, he's fantastic voice. You know,
I don't know what it is. I think it's the soloness that I kind of like. And the same as I've had a question before where people have been asking like, oh, do you ever want to get in a band? And I'm like, I like being solo because if I mess up or if anything goes wrong, I know it's me. It's like it's all mine. So I like that idea, and I like when it's like just a guitar or it's just a piano. I like that. So
that'll go back to your postman route because you're on your own all day. You know, doing the
that's it.
You know,
that's it.
It's like
exactly.
me.
All adds up.
Yeah, it was best of what I've had, mate. I did this for about a year before I joined the army, and I needed something for fitness. You know, just get out and walking around and dealing with harsh temperature. Well, you know, and it was in Stoke, and some of the areas we should deliver were quite harsh and nasty. But it makes you a stronger person, you know. But I missed that job because it was the best job I ever had, you know. And it's just being on your own. You go out, do your bag, and then off you go, and then it's your own boss, aren't you, for the day? And that's what maybe influenced you to maybe take that career. And obviously you where you are now with the solo stuff, and you know, you will do well, man. Honestly, you will do well. So but thank you for your time, and thank you for letting me to see your PlayStation chair, your gaming chair.
I know. Here's where I play my games.
Yeah. And I like the post in the background. That's cool, man. Honestly, that's cool.
It's quite smart, isn't it?
Yeah. And I asked the longest John if they, you know, want to say to you, and I did repeat what they said. Is there anything you wanted to say to them? Because they will see the video as well. So anything you want to say about maybe, I don't know, they obviously did a cover of that old song, and then obviously you picked it up and did it sort of open doors for you.
Just thank you, and hopefully they just keep smashing it as well, because I know they've been doing really well recently as well. So I just wish the boys all the best of luck, and hopefully they can just keep smashing it as well, because that would be amazing.
And maybe one day you can both appear, just do like I don't know, just like a mashup, you know.
That's it.
You know, and it's, you never know.
Definitely. Yeah, I'm up for that.
People would smash YouTube and TikTok, man. Honestly, that would, wouldn't it?
Nah, definitely.
Maybe you could do it by Zoom. You know, you up there and walk, you know, and they down where they. I mean, I know they split up as well. So, but yeah, never know. Anyway,
never know.
All right, Nathan. Well, thank you for your time, man. Honestly, I really appreciate it, and you know, stay healthy up there, and you know, and I look forward to what future, you know, holds for you. You know, the music and the album and stuff by the end of the year, or maybe next year. So, but nice one, dude. Yeah.
Thank you. Good talking to you.
Okay, mate. All right, take care.